somebody did call me Fat Noel the other day. Fat Noel White guy, that's my name. But girls, just tell them in Rome, Johnny Mac, cooking with Johnny Mac. Capiche? I've been here since the 70s. Look at those biceps. Come on, cooking with Johnny Mac, baby. My addiction just kind of goes from one category to another. And that's why I'm Johnny Mac. Welcome back to Cooking with Johnny Mac. I'm excited to be back on the show. It's been about 3 weeks, and we would love for you to subscribe and hit the like button so I can pay Sean more money. He bitches every time he comes here. He's a fucking broke-ass actor. Anyway, I met Caroline Manzo a couple weeks ago with her son Chris. They are fantastic people. She was nice enough to give me this book. She's one of the former Jersey housewives, and actually I hear one of the best ones. So we're going to do one of her recipes, and I bought these glasses in honor of her. I fell in love with her glasses. I couldn't do the red, so I bought the green. Capiche? Oh, but if you grab my arm, you'll feel it's a little harder.
Say it again?
I am working out. You can't tell yet because there's a lot of pain I'm going through. I need a recovery. Sure, I was just telling Sean here, welcome back, during a commercial break that I am working out, and you can't tell right now because I'm still a little lumpy. I don't know if that's a good word. And I got a lot of nerve pain. I told him I was down before you got here, but now I'm up, baby. And we got a great show ahead. Sean and I were discussing if I should go over this story. I am featuring asparagus, which is, asparagus season is popping right now. Every April, when I worked at the Grand Hyatt in New York City in the late 80s, which was a fantastic hotel, we do an asparagus market, in honor of the season, which to me is a great veg. And I did my internship there, and I didn't really want to go over this story, but Sean says this story might not fly for the regular folks. Growing up in Queens, it was a harsh beginning for me. And we were just talking about Joey Diaz, right, Sean?
Yeah, I love Joey Diaz.
And, I mean, he's got better stories than me. About mine, some of them are pretty good, but I'm embarrassed about it. You, look at your life at certain parts, and you're like, how did I ever do that? But when I started my internship at the Hyatt, there was a snowstorm, and it's like, hey, man, we need you to stay tonight. Rocco, shut up! You like when I say that?
Yeah.
Sean, you gotta stop fucking laughing. Anyway, we went over to the we were all getting rooms. So I was telling Sean I was excited about that. Like, I'm getting a room. I'm 21. I'm trying to make some phone calls. No cell phone. Get over to the trying to make friends with the crew. I was intimidated by him. I was a young man. I was pretty much an immature boy from Queens. So. Is this story getting winded? Should I cut this down a little, Sean? Should I speed it up? All right, so what happened was there was a snowstorm and management saying, hey, man, we need you guys to stay for the night. There's going to be a blizzard tonight. And when we get to Houlihan's, there's action going on. There's a lot of women, people from the hotel. We're all getting together. I'm the outsider, and they're jonesing for some, going to say it straight out, some cocaine. And I knew I could make that happen growing up near Jackson Heights. So I told somebody I can get it delivered in the 80s, unheard of. And they said, no way. All of a sudden, a cab pulled up. And I still remember it was in a Robitussin box. And I went inside. These people looked at me like I was Moses going up to the mountains. And I wasn't really overindulgent in this stuff at the time. But, I regret ever doing it. I got to be honest with kids, don't do drugs. Young chefs, do not do it, man. I ruined my cooking career. I'm not kidding. That's why I'm doing this silly show, to try to make up a little bit. I'm surprised I'm alive. But anyway, Houlihan's quickly became the den of iniquity. There was girls on shoulders, people doing shots. The next day I'm late, 2 hours for roll call. I get screamed at, annihilated by the executive chef, and I whisper to him and I say, hey Brian, is this going to affect my grade? I got a B. I think it did, actually. So anyway, I was embarrassed because people thought now I'm a dealer, which I'm not, and I wasn't. So they would whisper when I'd walk by different cooking kitchens, and the hotel was gigantic. That's the guy with the pure stuff. Psst, that's him. And I'm scared crap. I was scared. I didn't want to get kicked out of the Culinary Institute. Anyway, we're going to do asparagus and eggs And I like that, you know, because I got to stay away from the bread. So we're gonna do a little asparagus and eggs, a little truffle essence on there. I got a little truffle salt we're gonna sprinkle on the finished product. And I always sprinkle a little truffle salt on my eggs. I love it. So we're gonna do that, and we're gonna hit it up with some shaved Parmesan. So what I'm gonna do is, she roasted hers, which is also a good way to do it. But I always like to grill mine. So I'm gonna, got this amazing oil here, by the way. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna salt and pepper this. I'm gonna grill my asparagus, and that's gonna be half our dish. I got some nice truffle salt here, and that's what we're doing. So I'm gonna throw these on the grill, right? And I don't know if people like when I do this, but it is fancy. So I'm gonna throw these on the grill and just let these do their thing. And Sean, the grill's not hot, so we might wanna go back and make it and start to cook a little bit. Okay. You know, this is the wonderful thing about TV. All the real chefs are like, the guy doesn't even use a hot fucking grill. Yeah, everybody hates each other in the chef world. I know you knew that. So we're gonna do our eggs. She does hers sunny side up, so what I'm gonna do, I like mine a little over easy. We're gonna flip them, we're gonna place them on top of the asparagus. I used a bunch and a half of asparagus, a tablespoon of olive oil to mix it up, a little truffle salt to taste, some fresh black pepper as you saw. And I'm gonna repeat that with the eggs a little bit. You know, I'm gonna flip those over. This is a simple dish. And I'm gonna plate it, and then I'm gonna finish it with some fresh oregano and some Parmesan and a little truffle oil. Like I said, you know, you could roast these, and Caroline roast hers, and you know, I've done that before. But man, I love this little tabletop grill, or if you got a barbecue, you want to make a nice breakfast. This is a nice little Italian-American, as she calls it. This is Italian-American breakfast. Capiche, right? Capiche is like almost like a bastardized understand in Italian. And I love capiche. I love saying it. Capiche. I want to give a shout out to Wilson, I work with. He's contacted me this morning. I love the guy. He runs our meat department, and he cuts the best filet mignons in the business. Certified Angus, center cut. We got prime. He'll hit me up on Performance Food and help me that way. Okay? Capiche? Sean, how do I look? So I put like that much butter in there. It's good to put a little extra. You should, you know, even though it's non-stick, it sticks. There you go. Okay. Here's mine. Mine are going to be over easy with the broken yolk. That one's going to Rocco. He's waiting patiently down here. My boy, he's finally shut up. There he is. Rocco, baby. Welcome to the show. Good boy today. It's my man. I love you. Rock, you like Sean? Don't get mad. Don't get mad. Why are you always angry? I like mine over medium. So, there you go. All right. I'm going to hit this with a little, you know, as you flip eggs, as you do it every day, your lights out. I don't do it that much. But anyway, so I put a little truffle salt, and we're finished here. So I'm gonna plate this, and I love fried eggs. I mean, I love also scrambled, but this is more my favorite. So I'm putting some nice leaves of oregano on here. We're gonna make this nice and Italian today, and I'm also gonna put a little truffle salt, which I did already. I'm sorry, don't put that in there. A little truffle oil, I mean. So I'm gonna drizzle a little truffle oil, and the final is some nice Parmesan. Okay, that's 24-month Reggiano, which is my favorite. And the last thing I'm gonna do is a little black pepper here, because I love black